Welcome to this week's Autumn Journal Reflection. As we journey through this season of surrender, I invite you to pause, breathe, and create a sacred space for yourself. Whether you're listening while taking a quiet walk, sitting in your favorite corner at home, or finding a moment between the busyness of your day, know that this time is yours to reconnect with your deepest self and with the divine. This week, we'll be exploring joy, allowing it to gently guide our thoughts, prayers, and intentions. As you listen and later reflect in your journal, remember that this practice isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about honoring the unique path God has designed specifically for you. So settle in, open your heart, and let's begin this week's journey together. Your authentic voice and honest reflections matter deeply, not just to your own growth, but to the beautiful tapestry of purpose you're co-creating with your Creator to bring to the world. Week 11, Joy. Joy dances through autumn like golden light filtering through amber leaves. Autumn's joy is the sacred joy of divine harvest, of witnessing the fruits of patient, prayerful tending. It's the joy of gathering what has grown in the secret places of our faith, of celebrating abundance that flows from heaven's storehouse, of marveling at how tiny seeds of trust became nourishing sustenance for hungry souls. It's the joy that rises like incense when we recognize God's faithfulness woven through the sacred cycle of planting, growing, and reaping. Each season a love letter written in creation's own hand. John 10:10 reads, "I am the gate for the sheep. Those who enter through me will be cared for, will go freely in and out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. But I have come that they may have life and have it more abundantly, more and better life than they ever dreamed of." This is joy rooted not in earthly circumstances, but in eternal identity. The joy of knowing we are beloved daughters and sons of the Most High God, cherished beyond measure in the heart of love itself. It's joy that can flourish in any season of the soul because it springs from the eternal, inexhaustible wellspring of divine love that never runs dry, never fails, never leaves us orphaned in the wilderness of our becoming. Observations of seasonal living. True joy often emerges from the intersection of gratitude and wonder. Autumn joy is deeper and quieter than spring's exuberant celebration. Joy can coexist with sadness, endings, and even grief. The most lasting joy comes from recognizing our belovedness. Sensory notes. Texture, the warm glow of contentment and the gentle bubbling of inner laughter. Sound, children playing in fallen leaves and the quiet chuckle of satisfied hearts. Scent, apple cider warming on the stove and the sweet aroma of shared celebration. Feeling, the full heart sensation of deep gladness and the lightness of grateful spirits. Why does just reading the word joy bring a smile to my face? Maybe it's because this little 3-letter word brings so much strength to my life. And honestly, that hasn't always been the case. There have been many moments where I allowed distractions and disappointments to steal my joy, sometimes without even realizing it was happening. I remember years ago a friend of mine sharing this scripture with me. "The joy of the Lord is my strength." And it's been so amazing how that phrase has stayed in my heart and my mind through the years. In times where joy is literally the least of the emotions I'm feeling, when I'm overwhelmed or discouraged or just plain tired, I'll suddenly be reminded of this scripture, and it feels like this secret superpower that I remember to activate. This joy, it isn't dependent on my feelings of the moment or how life is going. It's this deeper thing, this gift that's always available even when everything around me feels chaotic or disappointing. It's like having this wellspring inside that circumstances can't touch, even when they try their hardest. Oh, friend, how I long for us to really abide in this gift of joy that's been provided for us. Joy that supersedes anything and everything that would try to rob us of it. Because there will always be things trying to steal it, won't there? But knowing that we have access to something so much bigger than our momentary feelings changes everything. Prompts to prayerfully process. Joy is one of the most resilient fruits of the Spirit. It can bloom in any season, survive any storm, flourish even in difficult soil. This autumn invitation to joy asks us to look for the light that exists even in times of transition, to find reasons for celebration even as we practice letting go. What brings you the deepest joy in this season of your life? How have you experienced God's joy sustaining you through difficult times? Where do you see invitations to celebrate even in small ways? Season of now. Think of something that genuinely brings you joy. Perhaps the sound of a loved one's laughter, the warmth of sunshine on your face, a favorite song, or a cherished memory. Let yourself really feel that joy, noticing how it affects your body, your breathing, your entire presence. Now place your hand over your heart and imagine that this joy lives there always, not dependent on external circumstances, but as a permanent resident of your soul, because you are permanently loved by God. Take a deep breath and let yourself smile, even if you don't feel like it at all at first. Sometimes joy begins as a choice before it becomes a feeling. Whisper this truth: God delights in me. His joy over me is the foundation of my own joy. Let yourself rest in this reality. You are not just loved, you are celebrated, delighted in, rejoiced over by the Creator of the universe. Natural observation. Notice how creation itself seems to express joy in autumn's display. The trees don't hold back their most spectacular colors, they blaze with abandon. The squirrels don't stockpile their nuts grudgingly, they gather with playful energy. The geese don't migrate in grim determination, they call to each other with what sounds like celebration. Even in preparing for winter's rest, nature radiates a kind of satisfied joy. The joy of a job well done, of purpose fulfilled, of trust in the cycle that will bring spring again. What is surrounding you in this moment? Describe what you see outside your window, what you feel on your skin, what you hear in the air. If joy were painting this moment, what colors would it choose? What small reason for celebration can you find in this ordinary day? How might God be inviting you to experience His joy more fully? Sacred awareness. Sacred pauses. What unexpected moment of joy surprised you this week? Where did you find reasons to celebrate in the midst of ordinary life? Divine details. How did God's delight in you become visible in small moments? What simple pleasures reminded you of His goodness? Spirit's movement. What is your heart learning about joy that transcends circumstances? How is God expanding your capacity for celebration and gladness? Sacred spaces. Where do you feel most connected to deep, lasting joy? What space in your life feels like a celebration of God's goodness? 90 Days of Intention, Week 11. Growth. How did I choose joy over despair or complaint this week? Reflection. What is God teaching me about His heart through the gift of joy? Celebration. How will I honor the joy that lives in me because I am His beloved? The God that designed and formed you knows you better than you know yourself. Your Creator planted the seeds of His image uniquely in you and desires to co-labor with you in revealing the beauty of His goodness and mercy in the world. He desires to walk with you through every season and is faithful to complete what He started in you.